So Blair's back again and he's pushing his ID cards. If you remember back in the year 2000, he tried to do this, only to be scrapped in 2010 by the Lib Dem and Conservative coalition because people, MPs and other groups, because it's an invasion of our privacy, it gives the state too much control and it's just not worth the money. It cost us hundreds of millions, but if it wasn't scrapped, they estimated it could have cost up to 19 billion within 10 years of its release. Civil liberty groups then fought it, and we thought it was buried until now, where they are trying to introduce it once again, but this time in the guise of fixing immigration and public service. How this is going to fix it, I don't know. Last year, out of all the migrants that come in, 96% were legal migrants anyway, and they have something called an e-visa that allows them to work or study. For the 4% that came in on the boats, well, they can't really access any services anyway. You need NHS number, national insurance number to work and use services, and there's enough ID to prove that. The Financial Times found out that there was 12 different forms of ID that could be used. So why do we need this? Well, they're saying, well, it's for convenience. It'll have your housing, your work, your benefits, everything in one app, which just sounds like a nightmare if it breaks or if it gets hacked, or if you try to apply something and because something else is listed on there, you aren't able to get it. And the last time the government tried to do something like this, it cost the country 37 billion on a software that was built on Microsoft Excel. It didn't work. It didn't get rid of COVID. It didn't slow the spread of COVID. It didn't even stop lockdowns. It was just a waste of money. Now you might be saying, yeah, but it's just another form of ID. But it's an ID with all your information on it. That means if the police stop you to check it, they know everything about you in just one check. What's fine, many of you say, because we're not doing anything wrong, but that's the whole point. Why do I need to give all my information? I've done nothing wrong. So why do I need to prove that I am who I am and I work where I work and I can be where I can be? And this would just be the start, because what will happen is eventually they can use that information. For example, if you're attending a protest in London and they shut the area down, they know you have no right in that area because they can see all your information. Well, sir, you don't work here, you don't live here, you don't need to be here. And they can stop freedom of movement that way within the city. Well, it's a scary thought. So I have to ask, is this really going to fix any issues? Are we just building a digital prison on the back of a lie?